Tariq Nasheed. That doesn't really sound like a black name. I don't know where he got that name from. Is that like how the FBAs name people? Like they have like their own tribal names. See, the thing about having an identity, having a history, having a connection is you got to have your own stuff. You know, you got to make sure you have your own language and not speak English. You know what I mean? You got to have something that it makes you unique from the other groups. But when you're dependent of everything in the name of dependency, how do you create a tribe in 2025 or 2024? If I remember, he was given that name doing a movie with Michael Moore. I wonder what his real name is, like the name of Massa. I wonder what that one is, you know? But this guy is a fraud. He wrote some books that are controversial, and it's not good for his image. So what he did is he took down the previews of those books because if you find these books, it's going to expose him. It's going to make his followers question him. So what he's done now is that he has taken the preview of the book off the internet. But your boy found it. So we're going to go down and see who is this respected leader of the foundational Black Americans, whatever the fuck that is. The Black people that believe that they were already indigenous to America before slavery. What, all of a sudden they are Indians? You see, this is what the internet does. It makes stupid even more stupid, you know? And anytime somebody identifies by that, I just automatically know they're stupid. I don't even it's from Alabama. Yeah, I mean they're stupid. It's like that's all I can say. But let's start here. There's so this is who this guy is. You'll be shocked if there's an African guy that I talked about him yesterday briefly. He knows a thing or two about Black history, Black American history. I think that's what that dude studied in college for some reason. I don't know why an African dude would waste his time studying Black American history, but that's what he did. And he goes on these live streams on Twitter, what is this? On TikTok, kind of debunking them. This guy has been with Tariq Nasheed back to back all week. So he has an interesting video that I want you all to watch.
Yeah, so you guys are going to pretty much be seeing different clips of this uneducated drifter, this dude, this FBA leader, Tariq Nasheed, trying so badly to not have a simple conversation, trying so badly to deflect and throw a bunch of insults and trying to defend himself most of the times on how him as a Black American man is a pimp and how he has a long history of pimping his own women. Yeah, and showing why you FBAs have no intellectuality whatsoever when it comes to having a conversation.
By the way, that's the first appearance of the term FBA. That's the only historical reference of the term FBA. That's how far back the term FBA goes. It goes back to your leader, Tariq Nasheed, that bomb. Obviously talking about him as a person, how he can pimp his own ladies as a Black American. Yeah, we got the goofy on the planet. Yeah, on the planet. Yeah.
You lying, Tether. You got to be the biggest lioness Tether ever.
Yeah, I'm lying, really. Okay, unlike you, sir.
Yeah,
I won't mute your mic. I won't mute your mic like a uneducated goofy, bro. Unlike you, sir. I won't mute your mic. I'm not scared, bro. I won't mute your mic. You're obviously scared. All you can do is,
you lying, Tether.
yeah, you do, you dumb. Yeah, you do. You have three books on how to pimp women, sir. You have three books. Your past is Your past is catching up to you, so you bum. You have 3 books on how to pimp your own women as a Black American. I ain't gonna meet you, bro. Yeah, I don't want to meet you, sir. I want to actually embarrass you in front of your followers today, bro. Go ahead. Yeah, right.
My
Yeah,
books
let's
are
go
good.
there again.
You think people don't know you lying, fool?
The art of
Lying,
marketing.
fool.
We are
My
lying. I'm
books,
not lying.
you think
Every
folks don't
single
know you
person.
lying? Do you think
Every
somebody's
single
lying
person
before
knows you bumps. Every single person has exposed you. Every single
My books
person
have
knows
been
that you
around
as
for
a black
years. You
person,
think folks
you
don't know
have
you
triple financial
lying?
pimp ladies, bro. You're a bum.
Yeah, so one thing I hate from the most is drifters and also compulsive liars. So I'm going to show you the words coming from you yourself as a pimp, not me. Play the clip.
As a pimp, I go to a club and a lot of young guys, I'm a pimp, I'm a pimp, I'm a pimp. But you can tell in the attitude. I even wrote a book on the game, man. I got a book. I'm one of the 5 pimps in history to actually have a book about the game. That's why I'm so well known around the country, besides my impeccable pimping skills.
So do you think
Insult, exactly. Insult, yeah. That's what you do. Insult, exactly. But unlike you, sir, unlike you, sir, mama is not African American. Unlike you, sir,
No, your mama is my only
person that
hoe.
has a book.
Okay?
Unlike you,
You
sir,
sitting here
my mother
lying.
is not an African American lady that's talking about how a man can pimp her in your book, sir. Yeah.
Unless you're talking about
Yeah, so hold on. So,
besides your scamming tether, don't sit here lying to people.
okay, you don't train insults. You don't train insults.
So you see the feminine side of him, the emotional side of him, which is very similar to a lot of these guys, how they are all feminized and they tend to lean towards insults when they are having a debate. This is the leader of a whole cult, a whole organization, like the grandmaster, right? And look at his reasoning skills. Look at how he's even debating issues. This is the problem of Black America, and they want you to respect them just because you moved here. You got to show me something to respect, bro. I cannot respect that. Okay, fuck that. And you think I want to respect that? Fuck you too. I can't respect that. Okay, I can't respect somebody that doesn't have the composure to debate on the issues and is lying to a group of sad, deranged young men into believing that they have some type of lineage that is not connected to the African continent. And to think that, now you can have that view and I don't have any problems with it. Actually, I even like not to be connected with that community at all. And I've said that on record. But the reason that I'm making this video is the whole organization is founded on using derogatory slurs against Africans that live in the U.S., even if they are U.S. citizens. It's used against Africans that have children here. They have children even though they were born in the U.S. It's used against Caribbeans, even though they are born in the U.S. This is the only group of Black people in all of the globe, Europe, Australia, everywhere Black people are found, that for some reason they think they're better than everybody else, despite all their problems. And they think that if you came to America and you were Black, then you are supposed to bow to them. You're supposed to kind of be on the bottom too. Like you got to be at the same level with them. And that immigrant success is why they're really, 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 really coming together in this ideology. If you can't compete, just keep walking, man. Keep sleeping. Because you're not going to catch up to these guys that have moved to the U.S. You're not going to catch up. They're more educated. America attracts the best. This is a very competitive market. And if you're a fool and you're going to waste your time on useless shit, these immigrants are coming for your lunch, and they've proven that they will come for it. And there is nothing you can do about it because you wield no power. Okay?
Your mama.
This is the leader. This is the leader of the foundational bomb. Just reflected. It's crashing out.
That's
crashing
why
out. It's crashing out.
That's why we're delineating from you, sir.
It doesn't want to have an actual dialogue. It's crashing out. It's crashing
You're
out.
lying.
Like, why are you crashing out, sir? Let's
you're
have
lying
an
about
actual
another
dialogue.
man.
I want to actually embarrass you, bro.
You are a musty liar.
On this planet, bro.
You are a musty
I'm wrong. I'm
liar,
actually
sir.
embarrassing your people on this planet.
You are a musty liar. Stop lying.
Okay,
Stop
okay.
being a woman.
You don't deflect
took
me.
an L.
Okay. Took an L, really? You think you meeting me 5 different times took an L, really? Your followers saw how your so-called leader, you kept on muting. You kept on muting my mic for like 10 different times, bro. All you can do is just throw a bunch of insults and that clearly shows on the flag.
You a lying, fleeing tether.
Okay,
all right?
you don't change this. Again, I want to have a simple dialogue. Hold on. You guys see him on the panel. He's trying to deflect. He doesn't have a dialogue. He's trying to deflect so badly. He's trying to deflect so badly.
So yeah, that is his history. So yours truly here, I got the juice. Now let's see if this gentleman was actually lying. Let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, so this is the book, The Art of Macking, the official book on how to be a player and a true Mac. Okay, that is their leader. I see why a lot of us think we're better than y'all. Okay, this is the guy you follow. That is why. Okay, it's not our fault to be that confident and to believe that we're much better. Okay, because such a guy cannot lead any group of Africans. Just that's what I'm saying. That is your leader, and he's a little bit slick about this. He knew that this was gonna come out if this whole FBA thing, like whenever it got to the next level. So he went on Google and he took down a preview of the book, but the book is still available for sale, so you can actually get it. And if you go on TikTok, people even have pages in the book. You know, it's actually a very poorly written book. And I'm not surprised because he didn't graduate high school. This dude is a bum, man. He didn't even finish high school. Yet he's got a group of young deranged men that'll adore him just because he produced a couple of movies. Okay, doesn't take any much skill at all. Made some quick bucks, can't make any more movies. So what does he do? He comes up with this stupid ass ideology, and he's gotten people to even identify as that. Even guys that have an education are following this motherfucker. Look at him. Look at what he wrote. This is a textbook. Can you imagine if this dude was your dad? Tariq Nasheed. Get the fuck out of here. This is not any different from them. You know. So talk about delineation all you want. It helps us, okay? The art of marking. What is a true mark? This chapter will help men look at female situations from a mark's point of view. I will point out how true marks deal with women. You see, like logically, you see where these guys are? They're always preoccupied with women. They have no talent. They don't want to use their brains to do anything. And if they don't hit in sports or music, they become criminals. That's it. That is the life cycle of the American black. Okay? If they can't hit it in sports, the brain won't function for nothing. Maybe you get 1 or 2% of them that will do that. And the big 80, 90% of them, they all have a history like this. They either go to prison and come back and clean it up, or they get a one-time fame, and now they found the internet to really build a bunch of more sick people like them. You think that they'll use this influence to turn it around, right? The Africans that have migrated to the U.S. is a direct blueprint of what they should be. But they're so jealous of that level of success because we didn't come down to their level. So all of a sudden they form these platforms and they're spreading hate against people that you're not even in their league. You're not competing against these people. You cannot compete against these people because these are the brightest of the brightest. Okay?